Wi-Fi, are you in the house? UC Irvine Kababayan, are you in the house? Samahang Filipino, are you in the house? KBLA, you in the house? AB Long Beach, you in the house? Alright, and then for everybody else that came out on Saturday night, let's make some noise for yourselves. Alright, so Anthony, why are we doing this type of event? Why do we need to continue to do these types of events for Typhoon Relief?
The people in the Philippines still need a lot of help. We all know that Typhoon Haiyan hit 2013, but there's also other typhoons like Typhoon Ruby and Typhoon Sinyang, who's ravaged the people of the Philippines and who's left countless displays, countless people displaced, countless dead, countless still missing. And so we need these type of events to raise awareness and to let that those people are still not forgotten, that we still remember them.
Yes, definitely. So Typhoon Haiyan hit the Philippines in 2013?
November 2013.
Right, and there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. So last year, this past summer of 2014, the Kapit Bisig Kabataan Network did their first mission to the Philippines to make sure that the donations raised from the various schools, because it is a network of different schools all over the U.S., working to make sure that their funds and go directly to the people there. A lot of us may or may not know that the current system of Philippine government system is very corrupt, so a lot of the students who were putting their hearts into these fundraisers wanted to make sure that they got to those people that really needed it. So we sent a group of 24 students to go on that mission. This network is currently at 24 student organizations in total, and we provide genuine people relief because we work with organizations back in the Philippines who are directly connected to those communities. And as a network, what we really want to work towards is not only doing missions, but to see a Philippines that doesn't need to rely on humanitarian aid, to have a Philippines that doesn't need international missions to provide medical services, psychosocial services, because an ideal Philippine society really deserves to have a government that serves the people. So for you all being here tonight, you are supporting those efforts, you're supporting those survivors, you're supporting those people, so thank you for coming out. We're going to get the show started. Our first performer tonight is our very good friend of ours, Dominico. He's from Anakbayan, LA. Let's get he's from the San Valley, 818, the Valley. Alright, he's interested in writing politically charged literature, and he's a huge fan of bamboo, who's also an LA native, and a huge fan of Carlos Bulosan, who was a farm worker in the 1930s. So let's welcome Dominico.
Hi, my name is Dominico. To be honest, I'm pretty nervous, but here we go. This first poem I wrote is called Kamayan, which in Tagalog is the act of eating with one's hands. I love eating with my hands, so so that's what inspired that. I tear flesh from the white bones of tilapia with my hands and the hands of those who scan the seas with their nets, like the mothers who seek tomorrow in the aisles of dollar stores, with the calloused hands of those who topple trees for our boats, and the hands who tear sustenance from the earth. Let them cover our eyes, because our hands, they feel enough. They feel struggle in the rhythm of the calls for help of the elders that we bathe, and the splash of seeds in patty waters that we will never taste. For struggle is the lover we caress, whose faces turn our hands into scales. So yes, you can gouge out our eyes. We know because these hands bring life to our mouths, and the hands of the few will try to gag us. But remember, their hands can only hold so much. So their smooth hands can choke us all, for their hands are too soft, hydrated by our blood. Bring our hands to the fire, pero hindi kami masusunog. We will not burn, for pain does not destroy resilience, but rehydrates it when we place our hands to the sea. Kasi hindi kami malulunod. Take our home, our history, our food, and our tongue. But we will know, and you must know, that our hands will only take so much. This is the other one that I wrote, and this is the last one because I only brought 2 today. I don't have a name for this one yet because I wrote it like a few weeks ago, and yeah. The suntan's nectar, sweet, leaps between pairs of sticks. The summer sees us not. Lie beneath your mango tree and let the dirt be your portal to the place where comfort bounces between the 2 points where the rocks poke into your shoulder and the back of your head. Work to transform these mates from the violent uprooting of trees to a shudder when a cold breeze touches your neck. These are the dances that we lose to claims of savagery that blow down our doors and rush in, waterlogging our portraits of our ancestors until the water is waist high. Dark souls once a man, heat repelled by Cape mud. Drink, and all will be second thought. Embrace your grandmother before she can no longer lift her arm above your shoulders. Speak until she can no longer understand, because all of this will be taken from you. The oceans will grow and the plates will push apart until the sounds of the dragonfly's wings, or the songs of your father's birds, or the growls of the mongrel dogs will turn into the cawing crow, and the planes flying overhead, and it all will be taken. Foreheads to their hand, feel their knuckles to your sweat. The calluses will fade. Listen to the family taking pictures of their new blonde twins, and love them, even though you never had your own. When everything is taken, then everything is to regain. Do not climb alone. Love until there are more of you. And trees will look like blades of grass, and rivers, drops of water, and everything will own everything. Thank you.
Wow. That was really good. I wish I was talented. All right, so our next performer, he graduated from UCLA in 2012. His degree was in philosophy. He's doing music tonight, and through music he believes that we can truly have a better future. And so, without further ado, here is Tim Biley.
So this song is written by Pete Seeger. He was an environmentalist, civil rights activist, one of the biggest folk singers, and probably the grandfather of the folk revivalist movement of the 50s and 60s. The song is called Fight Early Morning. It's a song about hope and how we should always fight for a better future. Sorry, this is my first time performing. This is my first time performing for months. Darkest before the dawn, and is this thought keeps me moving on? If we should heed these early warnings, the time is now, quite early morning. If we should heed these early warnings, the time is now, quite early morning. They say humankind won't long endure, but what makes them so doggone sure? I know that you who hear my sing will make those freedom bells go ringing. I know that you who hear my singing will make make those freedom bells go ringing. And so we keep while we live until there's no more to give. And when these fingers can strum along, have the old banjo to someone younger. And when these fingers can strum no longer, have the old banjo to someone younger. And so it's darkest before the dawn, and it's this thought that keeps me moving on. And through these years of joys and sorrows, we can always have singing tomorrows. And through these years of joys and sorrows, we can always have singing tomorrows. Do I have one more song? Do I have time for one more song? One? Okay. This song, I decided just. This song is by Whitney Guthrie. It's about one of the greatest. People consider he's one of the best socialists ever, but a lot of his followers don't believe he's a socialist. A lot of the GOP think he's a capitalist for some weird reason. So here's the song by Whitney Guthrie. It's called Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ in his grave. Jesus was a man, a carpenter by hand. His followers true and brave. One dirty coward called Judas Iscariot has laid Jesus Christ in his grave. He went to the preacher, he went to the sheriff, told them all the same. Sell all of your jewelry, give it to the poor. Jesus Christ in his grave. Yes, Jesus was a man, carpenter by hand, followers true and brave. One dirty coward called Judas Iscariot has laid Jesus Christ in his grave. The working folk around, they followed him around and believed what he did say. But the bankers and the preachers still nailed him on the cross, so they laid Jesus Christ on his grave. Jesus was a man, a carpenter by hand, followers true and brave. But one dirty coward called Judas Iscariot has laid Jesus Christ in his grave. Well, the working people followed him around, believed what he did say. But the cons and preachers did nail it in the sky, and they nailed Jesus Christ in this grave. Well, the song was written in New York City, a rich man and preacher and slave. If Jesus were to preach like he did in Galilee, they would lay Jesus Christ in his grave.
Hayan, we're supporting our friends that are performing tonight. I can feel the Bayanihan community spirit. Alright, it's Saturday night. Are you all ready to hear some more performances? Make some noise! Alright. We are raising money tonight to continue to help the relief and rehabilitation efforts in the Philippines. I myself participated in last year's Typhoon Relief Mission to parts of the Visayas. We went to Tacloban and other parts that were neglected by the Philippine government to go ahead and provide people-to-people relief. Everything from building supplies to helping with psychosocial services to providing medical services. So we were able to see what the Bayanihan community spirit can really do, because we saw that the people there themselves were organizing their own communities. They were organized and ready to protect and continue to survive as one community. So you all here today are really supporting that effort. We're trying to send another group of students and youth across the U.S. to the Philippines. But in order to do that, we need your help. We need to raise money for supplies and more relief goods. Even though it's been a year, lots of the funds that have been pouring into the Philippine government have been corrupted by the government, pocketed by those politicians, which is why we want to support people's organizations and grassroots organizations so that our money does go directly to the people. So I'm going to go ahead and call to Michelle, who will be passing out these lovely donation jars. So if you like what you hear so far and feeling a little generous, go ahead and put a penny, a quarter, whatever you got. It matters. So while she's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and introduce our next performer. His name is Romeo. What's your name? Tonight he's going to be Precision. MC Precision. He is a rapper ranging from Long Beach. He's part of Anakbayan Long Beach. He raps about people's movements, community empowerment. He raps about what's the conditions of the people, not only here, about youth and students here, but also what the people are facing back home in the Philippines. So without further ado, I'm going to let Romeo spit some rhymes on the mic. So give it up for Romeo!
Thanks, Jewelle. That was probably one of the best intros I've ever had as a rapper. But all right, so yeah, this song actually you could hit play, Josh. All right, so this song was I went on an exposure trip. This was before KBKN was formed, but yeah. So this was before KBKN was formed, but basically it was about just all the people that I met on the Philippines. And then can we turn, like all rappers do, can you turn my headphones up? Can you turn the beat up real quick? All right. How's everybody doing? Good? All right. This for the husband and the wife who let me sleep in the house. Shared a handful of rice, one fish to go around. This might not know it when the next meal would be. Put others before self in a true community. This for the neighbor, his wife and the child, who showed us that there's always a reason to smile. To the members of the co-op, the workers in the field, who fight for fair wages, not another raw deal. To the labor organizer who was forced to flee the harassment and surveillance from the military. To see the pain in his eyes from those long 6 months since he last saw his wife and his son. To the Gabriella women who welcomed me in, treated me as their own, plus all the little kids with their smiles and shine with each camera pose. The reason for the freedom that we're all fighting for. And last but not least, well, this is dedicated to my expo God, whose life is dedicated to the struggle and the ND movement. This is for the people, cause this is all music. Say, this is all music. This is all music. Yeah. I want the pain to stay with me for what? Well then, that kind of, you can just press pause then. Wow, alright. I want the pain to stay with me for life, so it bleeds out of my pen every time that I write. I just can't sit idly by on the sideline watching and wondering why. Combine theory with the practice, a change gon' come. It's not blind faith, it's from a place of love. I saw it with my own eyes, it's more real than it ever was. This is us, this is it, moving forward as one. And so from this day on, I pledge to represent the struggle through these songs, all the untold stories that go unheard. They're breathing life into this cultural work. It ain't about me, the big picture's in view. My voice is the vessel and the role is renewed. No longer wrestle with who I am within this movement. I do it for the people because this is all music. So I was gonna do some crowd participation and it sounds better with the beat, but you know, we can still kind of get warmed up. So I'm just gonna say something, you guys can just follow along, all right? Trust me, it sounds a lot better with music, but it's all good. So, if you're feeling the vibe in LA tonight, say alright. Alright. If you're feeling real good and you're feeling real fine, say yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. If you're feeling the vibe in LA tonight, say alright. Alright. If you're feeling real good and you're feeling real fine, say yeah, that's right. 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 Thank you all. That's my time.
Give it up again, Romeo! Alright, so we had a poet, a folk artist, and now a rapper, but we're gonna take a break. Let's take a break. Next up is someone who actually went to the trip last summer, and so she's experienced a lot about it, about what those people that's been affected by typhoon has gone through. And she's from UCLA, she's a current sophomore studying cognitive science, so let's give it up for Alana.
Thank you, Anthony, for the intro. I'm Alana from Samahang, Filipino. My God. So I guess before I really talk about anything, I just wanted to remind everybody that something that's different that this Kapit, Bisig, Kabataan network does is this like entire thing right here, this community fundraiser. You know, it's not just like you're not just throwing your money, you're actually being involved, interacting, actual people to people work, you know? You're not just, you're actually seeing like what your help goes for. Like people here are telling you what's gonna happen with your money. It's not really just like, okay, I put $5 in a box. Like, that's cool, I feel like a good person. It's more like I'm understanding what my effort is going for. So I think that's really important for people to understand. Let's see. What else do I have? I wrote out my camera. So I guess a little bit about my experience. So I wasn't too, I guess, aware about what was happening in the Philippines. The way I found out about the mission trip was actually through Samahang Filipino at UCLA. So they were saying like, you know, it was part of the campaign, it was helping on the Philippines, the typhoon just hit, you know, everyone's scrambling to do something to figure out what can be done to help the people over there. So what they had was trying to get someone to represent Samahang within the network. And so I applied to that, and thankfully they were able to support me financially and to attend the trip. You know, for me, I guess honestly speaking, like I didn't know what was gonna happen. I was just like, cool, like I've never been to the Philippines. It was my first year of college, like I really hadn't done anything. I didn't know a major or anything, so I was like, well, this is something I could do. And it couldn't have come at a better time because, you know, first year of college I was just really lost. And so I felt like this trip was something that I could go towards and really feel like I'm doing something for once. So one thing that my dad always says is, he always says, you can't change your surrounding, but you can change yourself. And that's always something that I try to remember because going to the Philippines, that was kind of like, I felt like it was just something that reiterated what my dad always told me because I went there and a lot of the people, like, seeing the debris and everything, because we went there, what was it, July and August of 2014. The typhoon hit November 2013. And, you know, so apparently, and all over the news, there's all this rehabilitation, everything's okay, but going there, walking through the streets, like, it wasn't okay. Debris is pushed to the side. That's, you know, that's not something that's fixed. that's kind of like putting a band-aid over a problem. You know, it's just, it's not a deep solution, I guess. So what really struck me going there was really being able to see exactly how things being done in the U.S. is affecting them. Because people think like, oh, you're already sending supplies, you're already sending money. Like, why are you paying more for yourself to go? And you're just gonna see, you're just like giving them a face, and then that's it. Like, how is that gonna help? Why don't you just give them money? But I think it's a lot different because going over there, you actually get to talk to the people who are receiving the help. So that's what really struck me, because not only did I get to see where my money was going to, but the people there got to see who's helping them. You know, because no one likes feeling like a charity case, and so that's for them. It's seeing like they're actually people who cared about them. They're not just someone who's swooping in, dropping off things, and going. Like, it was just an overall bigger sense of community for them to feel like that they're people who care, and they're people who are going to bring their story, and that's what this whole thing is about. We're trying to spread the story of the people, and that they still need help. You know, we're not just trying to help the Typhoon Haiyan survivors, because they're not just survivors of this one typhoon. They've survived so many other typhoons, and they're still having to go through different typhoons. So what we need to do is go over there and build a long-term solution for them, not something that's just going to be blown over the next day. So I thought, like, you know, that's why, I guess that's what pulled me in, because this is something that's going to last a long time. This is something that we're doing every year. It's not something it's not temporary, because building something out of grass isn't temporary. That's why we need to go over there and help them build something that's concrete from the bottom up. And I guess what they really taught me was being in the surrounding. They've always had this situation around them where they can't, a lot of the time, they know that it's really hard for them to fix it, but what they can do is keep in their own mindset that things will get better, and as long as they keep helping one another and keep staying strong inside, then eventually that'll spread, and that'll set an example for the other people around them. Because there's still a lot of people in the Philippines who are hopeless about their situation, but every so often you'll see someone who's still really self-inspired, and their own self-inspiration, I feel like, is what really helped me come back from the Philippines. And it just kind of reminded me of what my dad said, because like, I can't change other people, I can't change someone's mind, I can't tell you like, oh, you need to care about this, you have to care. Like, I can't do that, but the thing I can do is care about it myself and to let other people see it, because then they're going to be able to change themselves. It's not me who's changing other people, it's me trying to change myself and be what I saw from the Philippines and what they inspired me to do. And hopefully I can inspire other people to get them more involved and to really care about this relief network, because this is what's going to change the Philippines. So, thank you for being here. I hope you
Thank you, Alana. I went on a mission with her this summer, and what you really see how amazing the Filipino people are. Alana was saying how a lot of them were really strong, because believe it or not, even before the typhoons, that part of the Philippines was already poor. They already didn't have anything. But what the typhoon did, exacerbated their conditions, exacerbated their poverty. And what the Philippine government did, further exacerbated it, further deepened it by neglecting them. And the people very well understand that the change is not going to come from their government, that the change is going to come from them, from their communities, from the people there, those that know their conditions. That's why they banded together. They formed a people's organization just for typhoon survivors called People's Surge. Over 2,000 typhoon survivors joined this alliance to really advocate for their rights and their welfare, to get the immediate cash assistance from the government, because their livelihoods were destroyed. Their economic sustainability was destroyed because they were farmers. A lot of them were farmers. So now that they don't have farms, how are they expected to make some money? So they needed some start, but the government denied them of that. So what they did is they banded together, organized their community, and continued to be on the streets and really demand their rights as survivors, and really the way that they're surviving is because of each other. So the people's movement is very strong. So you all will be supporting those movements, those people that are from the communities that are affected by these issues, that are the ones fighting for it themselves. So when we went there, we got to really see what it can mean to rebuild a new society. So next up is Harry. I have yet to meet Harry. So he is a jack of all trades. So he's into spoken word. He's a b-boy. I don't know if there's enough space on here for you to be a b-boy, but go ahead and try. You're a DJ, and you have gigs in the OC sometimes. So he's from Highland Park, class of 2013 from UC San Diego. We're very happy to have him here to share some of his art with us, to support this beautiful work in the Philippines, and to share some of his love. So please give a warm welcome to Harry.
That was nice words. Thank you, Anu. Hi, my name is Harry. I do this once in a while. Yeah, just have some words to share, some thoughts, some feelings. Before I began, usually take a deep breath, calm my nerves. August 31st, 2014. At 2 a.m., my friend passed away. She's a lovely person, very warm, very soft, very kind. She's the kind of person that walks up to you, talks to you, feels as if you can tell her anything, everything. Secrets, whether they're dark, harsh, or weird. That's who she is. A little bit weird, a little bit quirky, but that's what makes her so gentle. Can she move? Oh yeah, she has flow. Oh yes, Mr. Bruce Lee, man. She flows like water. She moves so beautifully. Found out that she got best dance film for San Diego last year. It's like, I'm not surprised. Such talent, such beauty. It's a shame that she passed away. Kind, lovely, a God's angel who just returned back home. But that is only one side of the coin. Of course, there's other coins, other sides. Unfortunately, she struggled, she suffered, and she has fallen into the depths of darkness where she cannot climb up no matter how hard she tries. You and I, come down, take my hand, hold on, you can do this. It was not enough. How do you do it, Harry? How did you live through it? And I tell her, you just have to do it for you. You have to believe in you, because no one else would. In the end, it's just you and your darkness. It's tough. Oh, it's tough. Restless days, long days, some sleep, never ending sleep. She did pass away. Excuse me for the bluntness. She took her own life. It was not a happy ending. tired, hopeless, anxious, emptiness. Those are the words she always told me. Each day she asked me, Harry, can we hang out? Of course. Words. All similar, all the same. And it spells something. What is it? It starts with a capital D and it ends with a capital N. It has 10 letters and 3 syllables. Sorrow, sad, regret, dark, blind, confusion, death. What is it that makes it so strong? So captivating, so dark, so lost. Where even the brightest of us all can feel it. Depression. My darlings, it is something taboo. How do you talk about it? Why? But it is not. Oh man, it is common. More common than you think. Maybe the person right next to you, someone's holding your hand, face it every day. And maybe they conquered it. Years ago, it comes back. It becomes a friend when it is not. It teaches when we are vulnerable. It haunts when we are alone. It is a shadow that follows. It is familiar. My dear, you're not alone. Oh my dear, you'll make it through. My dear, there are so many who love you. They want you to be happy. Even though each breath is so hard, we have to hold on. For them, for us, for you. And it will hurt. You will cry. And you feel like you died inside. You may fall down. It will be hard to come back up. But you have to keep trying. Because I know. Oh, I know. I've been there and back. And there and back again. A battle, a war, a fight never ends. Perhaps that is an aspect of life. You do not understand yet. Do you want to? It does not matter. Each time it does come back, you have to dig deep. You have to dig damn deep. And make sure you find that little voice, that shaking, gasping. It's so very quiet. And you say this, I will try again. We are in this together. I hope any message in these bottles will reach you. So I will end with this. It's been something that's been told to me. I kept it with me long enough for me to tattoo it on my body. The most beautiful people we have known are those who have known defeat, known suffering, known struggle, known loss, and have found their way out of the depths. These persons have an appreciation, a sensitivity, and an understanding of life that fills them with compassion, gentleness, and a deep loving concern. Beautiful people do not just happen. Thank you.
Thank you, Harry, for that very touching incident. Another hand of applause, actually. Alright, so our next person, she's very passionate about all aspects of art, writing, poetry, and photography, but with music and singing, she's able to truly express herself with every fiber of her soul. She is in this event to support her family's home country and to start sharing her music with the world. She will also be selling her CDs outside, so if you really like her, go buy it. And so please give her a warm welcome, Capris. Sorry.
So this first song I wrote a while ago, and here it goes. I don't understand why you have to lie to my face. It's not okay. I don't understand why you have to lie. It's not alright. It's not alright. Is
All right, let's give it up one more time for Capris. So hello. Okay. Sorry, I thought the mic wasn't on. But if you like what you heard, Capris does have a couple of her CDs outside on the table. She's very generous because all the proceeds from her CDs are also going to Typhoon Relief and the work of the Kapit Bisig Kabataan Network and people's organizations in the Philippines like People's Search and also Mindanao. So give it up again for Capris, everyone. So right now, we're going to go into a short video break. So what I wanted to share with everyone that if you go on the mission, you're not only going to the Visayas. How many of you here are interested in going into the mission? Yeah, make some noise. Interested? Yes, I see some hands. Okay. Well, part of the mission is also going to Mindanao. And there in Mindanao, there's an ongoing project with the schools that are being built there. There's a campaign that the Kapit Bisig Kabataan is continuing to support, which is called Save Our Schools. And part of this is part of the relief and rehabilitation efforts of our network because when you go to the Philippines and you see the schools, it's the more advanced part of the rebuilding. You're starting to see schools being built and the education that's really for the students to protect their land and their rights and their right to an education. So we're going to give you a glimpse of what you could be doing if you decide to join us on this mission. But definitely if you donated tonight, this is also what you will be supporting.
Para sa amua ang salugpungan kay panaghiusa. Ang salugpungan para sa amua kay kinabuhi.
Ang salugpungan para sa amo pag-asa.
Para sa amo ang salugpungan kay kalipay.
Importante ang salugpungan nga eskwelahan para sa mga bata diriya kay tungod daghan silang mga gipangpangandoy silang makinabuhi. Nga gusto sila daghan pa silang makabot ug gusto sila dagang makatunan ug pinaagi sa salugpungan sila maedukat.
Amana ng lupa ang ginto sa atin, alagaan niyo apo ang kanyang habilin. Ngunit nang dumating ang dayuhan, kanilang inangkin ang luyaman.
And one of the ultimate goal or one of the mission of Salugpongan Tatano Iganogon Community Learning Center is to give education, culture responsive education that is rooted in the context of the defense of ancestral domain and the right to self-determination of the indigenous peoples in Mindanao and in the country. One of the definite trusts of the Salugpongan Tatano Iganogon Community Learning Center is to provide education that respond to the needs and to the interest of the Filipino community, especially indigenous peoples where it serves. The uniqueness and the characteristics of the education program where STTI-CLC or the Salugpongan Tatano Iganogon Community Learning Center provides, it's because it gives emphasis on the economic, political, and socio-cultural aspect of development in the community. Yeah, we also give emphasis to the teaching of the indigenous knowledge, systems, and practices of the indigenous peoples where it serves.
Kami nagkayo sa uban sa katawan.
Isang bagsak!
Start!
Alright! That's beautiful. So, yeah, make some noise. It's definitely here for a lot of the schools that are co-sponsoring this event. I know some of your organizations are really advocating for things like relevant education. And here in the Philippines, that's what they're fighting for. But it's more than just knowing their own history and knowing their rights to the land, but it's really for survival. And why KBKN continues to support these schools, because in 2009 there was typhoons that really ravaged parts of Mindanao, and those parts of Mindanao were even, the typhoon that hit was even stronger. It was even more devastating to those communities there because foreign mining corporations are really looking to Mindanao for those riches that the land really has, and it really destroys the land to be able to quickly, it creates more mudslides. There's no roots for trees, so it's not able to soak up the water, so there's more flooding. But throughout the years, we've been continuing to support these schools to continue to fight against those foreign mining corporations by knowing their rights, by learning how to read, by singing songs of unity, because we are in unison and in unity with them here, because we give them that international voice, and then we get to share their story. So we continue to support that as part of KBKN's work, because we see typhoon relief and rebuilding as more than just giving goods, but supporting something long-term and something new and something different and something for the people. So without further ado, I would like to bring up Anthony to introduce our next performer.
Thanks, Jewelle. Alright, so our next performer is another UCLA student. She's a senior, really excited to graduate this year. She loves to dance, write, and laugh, and has a passion for helping others in need. She hopes that you enjoy her poems and has donated some of her art to the fundraiser. So if you like her poems, please purchase her poetry book that she has out. So you can find her. Our next performer is Michelle.
I always get scared because microphones are weird, but so yeah, first of all, yes, this, what you're about to hear, I'm selling them outside for $5. Everything will be donated to our cause, of course. And if you want, you could also, give more than $5. And then I have a short story for, I think I'm pricing around $2 or $3. So definitely feel more than welcome to check it out afterwards. So I've titled this piece, TikTok goes the clock and all is right once more. So basically, in order to get a little bit of background, for those of you who don't know me, super quick, super long story short, I went through a lot of health problems and it's really loud in here. And so basically, yeah, for about 6-7 years I had trouble walking, sitting, and standing, and I was trapped in bed for a while. And it's pretty crazy, and some of the people here in the audience, like, oh, I love them. Like this one right there, Nikki, oh, she's the best. That's all I can say. I met her and she was just so nice to me, and I'm so, like, not on topic, but it's okay. The point of that is I'm saying this just so you can get some kind of background that there are poems in here that deal specifically with that, like the physical and emotional stuff. Now I can start now. Yeah. And here we go. Tick-tock goes the clock, and all is right once more. I want to gather the beauty of this world into one box. I want to collect the moments of joy and laughter, the magic of birth and love, the extension of one hand towards another, the precious moments that make life worthwhile. I want to collect these moments so that when I forget about the beauty of life, I can open this box and remember. On love. Written the day before I met you, I want to find a man whose depth of heart is equal to the speed of his mind. My body speaks to yours. We communicate through lips entwined, hence exploring uncharted regions. We desire the intimacy that brings our bodies closer. The wind, he thinks, can tame the sea and mold her into his own. I memorize the gentle slope of your nose, the warmth of your body next to mine, the feel of your hand on my thigh, so that when you leave, I will remember. Are you the water to my fire, the oxygen for my soul? April 19th, 2014. Home is when I'm with you. Together, we kiss, we move, flesh upon flesh, we have become one. I love you, he said beneath whispered sheets. I love you, I love you, I love you. The wind, he did tame the sea, but the sad thing is, he no longer wanted her for his own. I'm falling. This wealth, this excess is empty. No laughter rings through the house. Only the stifling sound of silence, of miscommunication, of pain pervades. Such an integral part of our history that it lives in our shared blood. I don't want this excess, this wealth. I just want to be happy. A poem of banished days. I fashioned silver dreams with my fingertips, trace the spinning globe with my mind, yet here my body remains, the confines of my bed, my small, small world. Who am I? They say, I'm fragile yet fierce. They say, I'm one of the strongest women they know. What do I say? I say that I'm broken, a bird without wings, wanting to fly. Nightmare is alive. Death points his spiny finger towards the line of my loved ones marching forward. At random he chooses, and they vanish, one by one. I'm a mere specimen. Outside of my glass cylindrical prison peers a bespectacled giant 1,000 times my size. Her pincers click as she dissects me, analyzes my infinitesimal fragments. I lie alone. My only company, the numbing solace of my bare white walls. The bed, no, table I lie upon is silver and yielding to my touch. My feet slowly touch the cold floor, one careful toe at a time. The light's brilliant glow burns my eyes, and so I stagger blindly towards the walls, my arms outstretched. Sorry. I'm walking for hours, the palms of my hands forever upon the cool surface of my white prison, hoping against all hope that I'll find a means to escape, until I realize that I've been walking in circles this whole time, that this very prison I'm in is a circle. A harsh noise echoes, reverberating from wall to wall, and belatedly I realize those haunting sounds are screams sent from a lifetime past. On hope. These are the not as sad ones. For dance west, I return to the rooms of my youth, cracked window, pipes are fluttering, scratches of my past etched onto the dance floor, bars aligned, costumes a hanging, ghosts of my former self, gliding across the room, jetting in joy. Laughter the distance past fills the streams of silence. 14 years later, I sit, staring, as the ghosts of my former self glide across the floor. It's a wonder that I'm still here at all. A poetic breakthrough. With jade I carve the darkness of my soul. Glass shatters inside my brain as my exterior becomes blank canvas. Stylistic, cognizant, reminiscent, dreams splashing in color. The self, a flower that blooms in darkness. A montage of movements, stop and still poetry written while dancing. If I talk like this, can everyone hear me? Okay, I'm gonna try something. Okay. Does that stay? Okay. Ideally, I would have had this memorized because then it would have been cooler, but we'll try it anyways. Okay. So I've titled this piece, A Montage of Movements, Stop and Still Poetry Written While Dancing. I encompass the world in my body. The extension of my toes holds a lifetime of regrets. The breath of my soul yearns to escape the traps of my body as I reach, twirl, and kick. There's a silent power in standing still and straight as the world moves around you. Every movement, a secret story. A fist, pain, and conceal. Movements, half finished. Stop, go, stop, go. Montage of pictures captured, frozen, and then continued again. Pacing in circles. Falling, 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 caught in the last second. Experimentation with fragmentation. Power and control, the smallest, most infinite of movements. Emotions released. Finally, a catharsis. Last one. On living. Poetry revisited. Pause. Life is on pause. The world stands still. She takes a deep breath, ready to exhale. Yet she pauses. What is she waiting for? Life to fast forward? Caught in the moment, time freezes. The sands of time pause. The second hand tips no more. Is it broken? She wonders. She's waiting, waiting, hoping, wishing. She lets out her breath. A long sigh escapes her chest. Tick tock goes the clock, and all is right once more. Thank you.
So, without further ado, I would like to introduce Zach and oh my gosh, hold on, I'm forgetting your name. Jessica! I was like looking at you. I'm so sorry. So Zach and Jessica, they're from UCLA. I went to school with some of them. Jessica has a great voice. Zach's really funny and very, very, very smart. I'm sorry I don't have an introduction for you, but come here and take the mic away. I know you all will kill it.
Go Jack! I'm Jack and that's Jessica. Just kidding. I'm sorry. It's okay. This is actually our first time ever performing together, so we're really scared. So bear with us. The first song that we're gonna do is from one of our favorite movies. It's called Boyhood, and we learned this song today. So I'm gonna have to read the lyrics off. I'm so sorry. I would have memorized this, but yeah. So bear with us.
Walk with everyone else while holding down a job to keep my girl around and maybe buy me some new strings for a night out on the weekend. We wish for things hero. I don't wanna be a big man, I just wanna fight like everyone else. So let me go. I don't wanna be your hero. I don't wanna be a big man, I just wanna fight like everyone else. Your masquerade, I don't wanna be a part of your parade. Everyone deserves a chance to walk with everyone else. I'm sorry. This next song is Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran. We practiced this, so hopefully it's better. I'm sorry. When your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet, will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheeks? And darling, I will be loving you till we're 70. Maybe my heart is still falling hard at 23. I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe it's all part of a plan. I just keep on making the same mistakes, hoping that you'll understand. Honey, now take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Place your head on my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud, maybe we found love right where we are. When my hair's all gone and my memory fades, and the crowds don't remember my name. When my hands don't play the strings the same way, I know you will still love me the same. 'Cause honey, your soul can never grow old, it's evergreen. And baby, your smile's forever in my mind and memory. I'm thinking
I was actually going to do the same song with my partner. They would have done a much better job, so it's good that we didn't do it. Alright, so right now, this is the last call for raffles. My partner Jewelle is modeling some of the prices. She has to serve the people hat. Strut it, strut it. Hey, hey. We have a green water bottle. It's green. And then we have a pitcher. That's also green. Strut it. Also, we have a special prize to anyone who answers this question. She's gonna model it again. It's a tote bag. Slow-mo. Alright. So, the question is, anyone who can share... You have it?
I do, I got it.
Who can share one memorable moment from this night will get this bag. So raise your hands. Anyone? Anyone? If there's like one memorable moment that you got from this night, what is it?
Oh.
Share it. You can win this hat, or not hat, tote bag.
Oh, I share a memorable moment.
Yeah, you can share one memorable from this night that you got from this night. From the performances, from the little
I feel like
videos. Ida! Anyone? Anyone? I'm gonna pick on Ina. Ina, what's one memorable moment from this night that you got?
Wow.
Anything? No. But no, this is serious. Did you get inspired from anything that people have said or the video? Anything, anything. This is a good tote bag.
I did, yeah.
What? Come up. We're performing. Come on.
I just like being able to see and learn more about everything that's happening in the Philippines and all the work that everybody's doing to continue that work that we started like what, a year ago, 2 years ago. And it's just great to see everybody come together and work together and build our community.
She gets it back. You gotta strut it. You gotta strut it too.
Well, let's make some noise if you know Lady Basco. Alright, so she is an artist of many forms. Poet, singer, photographer, dancer, actress, producer. She hosts Speakeasy, a regular open mic night at the Last Bookstore in downtown LA every first Monday of the month. The Basco family has a show on GMA Bayan. She has been involved with FCAP, which is the Festival of Philippine Arts and Culture, and for years has made contributions to the Peace Project to build houses for hurricane survivors. So please welcome Lady Basco.
Oh, this is awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you, Aubrey, for having me, for inviting me. It's cool to see, you know, I'm older than a lot of you in this room, but it's cool to see the community coming together. You know, it reminds me of my family coming up in this art world. All right, so let's get started. I just don't want to trample on anything. To exist amongst the clouds, to live with the wild-hearted, besides those spirits who dare to dream, who possess in them the courage to love another person so unconditionally, so thoroughly, that it cracks the dawn, it pushes the sun off the cliff of the world, just so it can tell the sky, yo, I love them blue jeans you picked out today. Rub elbows with the brave souls, the ones whose watering holes are found within the walls of their own skin, filling their cups with heavy messed up days, what have I done days, I gotta heal days, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that days. I be amongst the hearts that are tenacious enough, open enough, wise enough to understand that the only way to get over is through. So shuffle me in with these bones and bodies that believe in truth, that seek a greater meaning than just this world of airplanes and technology, TVs on the back of chairs, packed in like sardines, because if this plane goes down, I wanna be next to the guy who wins every time, because I win every time. It's a true story. Because I'm amongst the hearts that don't shrink.
when we've lost everything, I'm amongst that good stuff that just keeps creating when all we got are breadcrumbs in a dilapidated oven. I'm amongst them poetic hopes, the ones that know that better days are on their way. And me and all these faces and lives, moons, stars, and skies, we are rich, immeasurable by this silly planet's need to quantify value, but that is coming too. It's almost here, you wild hearts. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Thank you. So I wasn't entirely sure what Aubrey was inviting me to. And I want to donate. I wrote a book. It's called Palms Up, and I brought a couple, and I'm going to go put it out there to donate to this awesome cause. And I also didn't plan on reading anything from that book tonight. So, moving forward. I wrote this piece is called Ohana. 9 days of prayer commenced the day we put my grandfather in the ground. A lifetime of ink begins for my brother Dionisio. I call him Ohana. He chooses to put our family name in our native writing Alabata. Surrounding these foreign symbols is Derek, Darian, Dante, Dionisio, Ariana, Darius, and Aida. In our frequented letters that anyone can recognize, and as far as the Basco being represented in shapes not understood by the layman's eye, well, I guess that's for us and the chosen few to really understand. And the chosen few is at least 100 deep in this family, and then there are our embedded friends. That's even deeper. So I suppose in our world, it stands as a badge of honor for all who are worthy to comprehend. So, as my brother Dante put it so well in his poem to pay ode to my grandpa at his wake, the patriarch of the family, lifespan nearly a century, made you feel like being a Basco was like being a Kennedy, one of the most important parts of my identity. And I'm here to carry on your legacy. I've taken the sounds of the rosary from the elders, the peace of prayer, and the sound of the tattoo gun in the garage where we used to break dance in, where now my brother sits in Grandpa's wheelchair receiving a branding, a reminder of today, of this life, of this family, our mourning and our joy, our song and our strong. God bless these faces, this laughter, this home, for it is because of them I learn love, I feel love, I am loved, I give love, I am love. I belong to a tribe that is more expansive and rich with color than the sky can reflect, a tribe whose heart redefines compassion and unconditional, a tribe that looks like my niece's bravery knowing she no longer was to wake up next to her 68 years. It looks like, in the face of loss, we still gather and feed our community, open our doors and mourn openly, strumming guitar strings and sing the songs that bring us back to Pittsburgh, back to the days when we were safe, painting walls in the laundry room with the lines and images only young imagination could muster. We pick our lot on the floor and stake our bed on the carpet we learned to walk on, word swapping with cousins till odd hours of the night, sneaking in the kitchen drunk off emotion looking for a late night bite. It looks like relatives that witnessed my birth that I don't even remember. But it doesn't matter, because they still look at you and marvel. In time and pride, they give you that look that anything is possible, like you are the most beautiful miracle. It looks like belonging. We lead a leader, a beginning, a father, a son, a husband, a man, a kuya, a compadre, a golfer, a soldier, a survivor, a prisoner of war, a nino, a mano, a lolo, a grandpa, down in the ground today. But his spirit will never rest. It will dance and hum inside of us forever, hold our hearts and beat our drum. Tears like songs this family weeps. I hear them all over the universe. We're just trying to find the harmony to Grandpa's prolific melody. So sing on the hymns louder, tattoo gun sounds stronger. What an honor to take part in this symphony, in this family. Thank you. I have two more for you. These spaces that we keep, these gatherings are so important. So, I mean, they're life-changing, and the people that you meet in them. This is for the Philippines. And the water that day flooded my streets, saturated my town, swallowed my light, till all I could see was this intangible liquid, this unrelenting storm, and everything around me lost its form. And the water that day took all that I built, the symbols that made me worth something, anything. And the water that day, see, I only asked for a little, enough to nurture my greed, replenish my thirst. I didn't ask to be submersed, but you can't control the water. All or nothing, says the water. So it came and it soaked, it shook and it took. The stores that clothed me, the food that fed me, the corner shop that laughed with me, the movie house I would go to get away, to get by. Hey, I wish I was a bird and I could just fly. And I wouldn't have to rely on these man-made buildings, this geographic economic plan. I wouldn't have to stand in the middle of ruins, pay for Mother Nature's actions. I could just fly, just I and I. But what good would it do me? Flying high above all the people who grew me, my soul's memories, running on dirt roads, high roads, the thrill of the city, the pollution and the traffic. I would be homesick, flying high above it all, I and I, just watching it all fall. So the water that day stole away my love, stole away my house, drenched my blouse, bruised my bones, left me with a dilapidated home. But the water that day cannot take away these fingertips. The water that day cannot take away this heart. So thank you, dear water, for your unexpected visit. Rain on me, my fair-weathered friend, but you do not rain this spirit. You do not rain this hope. So to you, dear water, I shall float. Thank you. And lastly, for all of you, say what you want to say, do what you want to do, and really do it. And have the courage to take responsibility for those consequences, and then enjoy a toast to the new you, which you might find you're waiting for your chance all along. You were ready all along. You were just barking up the wrong tree is all. You were trying to pass your future off to someone else. You were thinking that someone else was going to validate you, stamp your passport, and send you on your way. But it is all you. It is on you. So have the courage to create. Fall on your face and get back up and stop numbing yourself. Stop avoiding. Stop pretending. Jump into that fear with your boxing gloves on and create a home for yourself. One that is not bound by geography or location, but one that radiates from inside you. And then you might think, dang, that girl at Tribal Cafe who came in with her little books told me to root for myself like a little pansy. And that's kind of selfish. But I call bullshit. Because you are the most selfless when you put your own oxygen mask on first. How then were you to assist others to breathe as freely as you do? So cheers to punking the fear, sideswiping that ticker tape of doubt, a toast to being a little more present to you and I as we shout out and exhale, speak a tear, clean ourselves up and put a little water in our cups and bust a cap up in this bitch. Take that silly risk, open the door and walk through it. Stop being such a pussy. Stop making yourself crazy. Invest in your own toes and see a light coming out of your chest. So shake that ass and rock the boat and leave that little nest. Forget that comforting batch and have a little more faith. Take your own days, 'cause you, my friend, are a very good catch. Thank you, guys. I'm gonna leave a couple books out there right now on the table, but also if you wanna, I don't know, say hi or keep in touch, you can find me at ladybasco.com.
I'm speechless. That was great. Let's give her another. All right, our next performer is Ben. He's from UCI. He loves to sing. Fun fact, the song he's singing tonight is No to God by Cherise. Cherise holds a very special place in my heart, so I'm really excited for him to sing this one. So let's give a warm welcome to Ben.
Hi everyone. I didn't really know much about the situation in the Philippines until now, so this is actually really enlightening. And just looking at it, I just think that my song choice was really nice because it reflects the hopes for the better. So, oh, by the way, I'm sorry I might mess up. I literally just practiced this today.
My soul, I'd ask for all the hate to be swept away, for love to overflow. If I wrote a note to God, I'd pour my heart out on each page. I'd ask for more wind and for peace to end this world. I'd say, give us the strength to make it through. Help us find love, 'cause love is overdue, and it looks like we haven't got a clue. Need some help from you. If I wrote a note to God, I'd say, please help us find a way. And all the bitterness, put some tenderness in our hearts. I'd say, give us the strength to make it through. Help us find love, 'cause love is overdue, and it looks like we haven't got a clue. Need some help from you. Grant us the strength to carry on. Give us hope when it seems all hope is gone, and it looks like we're close to on this road. Can't do it on our own, so give us the strength to make it through. Help us find love, 'cause love is overdue, and it looks like we haven't got a clue. Need some help from you. Grant us the strength to carry on. Give us hope when it seems all hope is gone, 'cause it seems like so much is going wrong on this road we're on. No, we can't do it on our own. So if I wrote a note to God,
really supporting their efforts to rebuild their communities, rebuild their lives, and rebuild the society that they deserve. We have one performer left. She is our final performer of the night. She helped organize this event. I want to introduce Aubrey.
Yeah, so if I was nervous before, going after these two incredibly talented people made me more so. So I'll be reading two poems, which are basically some of my reflections, not only of my time in the Philippines, but also concerning Typhoon Haiyan and kind of the struggles that we all go through. So the first one is called Storm. And when the sound of the ocean pounded on both my temples and on our roof, I thought of how nature and man made sounds that boomed across your existence, echoing through the past and spreading to the distant future. I thought of the centuries of heartbreak entwined in our history, of blood and bloodshed, when your blood told you whether you lived a life of riches or of damning poverty. And rising up meant the red, red blood of our people splashed on our rich earth. And I thought, there is no coincidence that red is the color of revolution. Like when I was underwater and no longer breathing, I thought of all of the bodies buried underneath miles and miles of unmarked fields, jungle growth, and clear water, where the innocent and the guilty too often switch places on the scales of virtue. And the second one is untitled, because it turns out I'm very bad at titles. They say that the land is our love, filled with endless bounty and glory, from the blue, blue sky to the clear water, where treasure troves lie not only deep beneath the earth, but also in the beauty of nature, flowering in lush green forests, only now being touched by the outside world, where magic can still be beheld in the flows of the rivers and waterfalls, and the rise of the treetops amidst the cloudy tropical sky, where the people live their lives with hope, despite the cost of doing so. They say the land is our peace, but what peace can be had when there is so much loss of our livelihoods, when women and men break their backs scraping to reap what they have planted with loving and wary hands? The heartbreak of the farmers and the fear of their families echo on in the present, against the tides of change and hardship. They say that the land is our wealth, but there are those to seek to rob us of it, leave us barren and aching like the women whose children's mouths they cannot feed. And when the coconut trees, once ripe and full of fruit, lay heavy and broken upon the roofs of those it once sheltered with its riches, who suffers but those most vulnerable to the whims of nature and man? They say that the land is our life, and so we press on, facing the future with shaking hands but steady hearts, unwavering in our dedication to this land that we love, worth the hardships and the aches in our chests and eyes, against those who would seek to empty our hearts and silence our minds. For our love, our peace, our wealth, our land, our home.
Give it up for Aubrey again. I just met her last week and we've become really good friends, I would say, through Sticker Wars on Facebook. So I had a little speech thing, but I think I'm gonna do my own thing.
Go ahead.
Is that okay? Is that okay with you, Joe?
Yeah.
So Jewelle asked me to be an MC about a week and a half ago. And I'm very new with Anakbayan, Kapit, Bisig. I guess we met over ramen. And so it's been only 2 months since I've known Jewelle, and it's been a day since I've known a few of these people that's part of Anakbayan. And it's really an eye-opening experience knowing the mission that they're a part of, this fundraiser is a part of. And we have to be aware of the climate, of the changing weather patterns of everything, even not just in the Philippines, but the rest of the world. And I grew up in the Visayas. I was born when I lived there and I was born there, and I lived there until I was 8. And my mom I remember my mom telling me that they had to rebuild every single year their house. And the stories that she would tell me of her childhood, or the poverty that she grew up under, and the typhoons that would ravage your hometown, didn't speak about it spoke more about the resilience of the people. And it spoke about the community that she was in, and it spoke more so in how we can make their lives easier, because they have great lives in the Philippines, and we're not trying to save them because they don't need saving. We are here to make their lives a little bit easier, and it's amazing for everyone here that's a part of this. We are all in a unique opportunity to help, and you guys coming out is an amazing first step. And I've learned so much from emceeing. I've learned so much from them, their message, and I've learned so much from you. And I thank you. Thank you all for coming out. And Jewelle has a few things to say.
Well, thank you for sharing those very thoughtful words. And I think you really highlighted your mom's story and how that idea of rebuilding again and again is something that shouldn't be normalized. And I think we're here today really talking about genuine relief, people-to-people relief, long-term change. What does that really look like? It really looks like Kapit Bisig, linking arms. In the Philippines, that's what they did. They linked arms, and that's how they were building their communities and their schools. Here, we're linking arms. Whether you go to USC, you're part of Choi Phi, you're repping the Bruins, you're repping the Anteaters, whatever school you're from, you co-sponsored, this event because you too felt a sense of responsibility to link arms and contribute, because we do have that kind of power here. And for your mom and for the others in the Philippines, we are not disconnected from their struggle. Although we are not saviors, you're right, we are definitely in solidarity with them. We bring their voices on an international level, and that's why we're able to really organize and mobilize our communities to contribute to these communities who are holding it down in the Philippines. So I wanted to thank Anthony for emceeing with me at this event. I would also like to thank UCI Kababayan for co-sponsoring. Yay, UCI! Thank you, Ben. USC Troy Phi for also as a co-sponsor. UCLA Samahang Filipino. And of course, a big thank you to Tribal Cafe. And last but not least, to all of our performers who came out tonight in unison for one movement, one cause, to really contribute and do something that's really bigger than ourselves. So thank you for taking the time and sharing your talents with us. And it's really for the love of the people in the Philippines. So thank you. Give it up for yourselves. So with that, our program is over. So feel free to continue to grab food. We have a bunch of materials to purchase outside if you like some shirts. If you want a hat, we have more hats. But again, thank you again for coming. Thank you for emceeing with me. Have a good night and take care and get home safe, everybody.